This is the Skoda Rapid TSI automatic. But before we begin this review, let's take a look at our first drive video of the Skoda Rapid TSI and let's see what Hurma Sorabji has to say about this motor.
It's this, an all-new engine, the 1-litre TSI. This engine belongs to the EA211 family of the Volkswagen Group. Ooh, once the turbos pull, this thing just pulls and pulls in one linear shove. It's a beautifully broad power band. Absolutely fantastic. This car is very, very quick once you get going.
Now that you're up to speed with how this engine performs, let's get on with the automatics review. This is the same 6-speed torque converter automatic that the Skoda shares with the Volkswagen Vento and the Polo hatchback. And for the record, this isn't the same unit as the 6-speed automatic unit on the outgoing Rapid 1.6-litre petrol. The first impression you get within meters of driving this car is just how smooth and how seamless this automatic transmission is. That initial bit of delay or the slight turbo lag that you feel in the manual is nicely masked by this automatic. What's nice is how well judged the gear ratios are, so the shifts usually take place at around 2000 to 2500 RPM with a gentle input, and the motor is always on the boil. Driving in the city is effortless and it cruises as effortlessly too. When you are cruising at 70 or 80 km per hour and you want to increase your pace just a bit slightly, you accelerate and the gearbox downshifts from D6 to D5 or even D4 and you move on. You don't even realize the downshift unless you look at the MID reading, and that's how smooth this gearbox is, especially at cruising or at highway speeds. So then, do you really miss a DSG unit? Well, to be honest, the shifts are so smooth and so quick that for the most part and for most drivers, these will be just fine. Interestingly, the Rapid Automatic is as quick as the erstwhile Vento TSI DSG, and what comes as a bit of a surprise is that just like in the case of the manual, despite sharing its components with the current Vento TSI Automatic, this Skoda is a bit quicker in comparison. For a sportier drive, you can shift to sport mode and it will keep the engine on the boil and hold on to the revs much higher. You also have the option of a manual mode, and what's nice is that it aggressively downshifts for you for that little bit of more engaging feel. Nice. So not all is perfect, and when you are slowing down for a traffic light or just for a speed breaker, to reduce your speed, the downshifts are a bit jerky. The transition between the third and the second gear especially is prominently noticeable and you can feel that bit of shift shock. Another thing is when you start off from a standstill, the 0 to 6 km per hour creep is just too aggressive and this can catch you by surprise. So you need to carefully modulate the throttle and brakes in bumper-to-bumper traffic or while parking in a tight spot. The variant that we've tested is the Style Automatic, which is positioned a notch below the sportier Monte Carlo version. But what the Style variant gets are several classy chrome touches all along the bodywork and silver 16-inch alloys. In addition, it is also available in 4 paint shade options, including a new toffee brown shade as seen here. On the inside too, this one gets beige interiors and a more conventional round steering wheel compared to the flat bottom of the Monte Carlo. But that aside, there's not much else different compared to the Monte Carlo version that we've reviewed earlier. Interestingly, unlike the Vento TSI automatic, which is available only in the top spec variant, Skoda has offered the Rapid automatic across multiple variants, thus widening its appeal. And the most value for money variant in the range is the Rapid Rider Plus. Here's what you get for your money. At the cost of sounding repetitive, the Skoda Rapid is a fundamentally strong proposition, and despite its age, it's one of the nicest cars to drive in its class. Now, this automatic does have its share of flaws, but overall it is so smooth and so refined, it is a really good gearbox. And that 1.5 lakh rupee premium that the automatic commands over the manual is a small premium that you'll have to pay for the sheer convenience.